I'm Clay Adcock. I live in Holly Bluff. I've been farming for 33 years, lived here most of my entire life, and I farm 6,000 acres. Well, 4,000 of it is in the Holly Bluff area. Well, I had no crop on that. So that's 2/3 of my annual income gone. I have insurance on my house. Had it flooded, I would have collected. Had it didn't flood, I put a levee around it and pumps. Well, I guess they'll give me a pat on the back, but nobody knows I did that, and it costs money. I was running around getting gas for pumps, building levees, having to drive long ways around to work because the highways are closed. And I go, well, there are other people that are doing this too, and this is a big cost to everyone involved.
If you spend a lot of money to keep your house from flooding, then you're not going to get assistance for a flooded house. There are all these expenses that they won't be reimbursed.
People were spending money on building levees around their home or moving out or driving out of the way to work. And so all of that would not be captured.
These are costs that are, I think, significant to that individual. They had to borrow a boat from a neighbor, okay? They had to buy gas for the boat. I talked to one person that went through 2 motors, hitting things. These are costs that, with a flood like this, just go unrecorded. And to do that in an efficient manner, you needed an agency that could do that in a form that could be used.
I got a phone call from Clay, and he was asking if there was some way Extension or Mississippi State could help the people in this area document out-of-pocket expenses. It was really out of my realm of understanding. It was, I couldn't really help him personally with that, but I knew that somebody in Extension could. I called Dr. Kurt Lacey at Delta Research Extension Center, and they got the ball rolling.
The agents from down there had been talking with people in that area about some of the expenses that they were incurring. So that's when, working with Nico, who's an economist, and I'm an economist by training too, so it was an iterative process in terms of the survey.
These were people who were sleep deprived, tired, and we decided to do a survey that could be completed between 5 and 10 minutes. We tried to keep our report and our work as scientifically sound as possible. We just wanted to reflect a lot of issues that have been overlooked with regards to the backwater flood.
This survey is documenting farmers, businesses, and just regular people. And so anybody could have filled it out, turned it in, even if it was a little bit of out-of-pocket expense. Just about everybody in our community was touched in some way.
When you look at the number of people that were displaced, the number of homes that were affected, those kind of things, and then you look at the response rate that we got, we were very pleased with the number that we got. What we're trying to do there is to provide those policymakers with the information to just realize how big the number is. We want to be truthful about it, but we want to make sure that the number that they get in terms of economic impact and money that people have lost is accounted for.
The Extension Service is just one part of that. There's a lot of moving parts, and that's one of them that's very important, recording the cost of this flood so that we can show people, hey, this is economically feasible to fix this, and it makes sense to fix it.
People locally identified a need, they brought in. We were able to bring in some experts, to bring the resources that we needed to address the issue, and now, we have some kind of answer. This is a really good example of how the land grant mission is supposed to work. But I think it's also important for us to realize that's what we do.